Hello there. This is Jill with the Backwoods Stampers, Stampin' Up. I have quite a few things to show this evening, but we're going to have some fun with the masks. I know that we have played with these before, but we've just stamped with them. We're going to get really crazy tonight, and we're going to break out the shimmery white embossing paste and the regular embossing paste. I have some reinkers here that we're going to have some fun with. So right now, while I'm thinking about it, I need you to pick two colors that complement each other. I thought these went together nice because I'm going to need your two colors for one of the cards that we're doing tonight. So I do have to say it cannot be any of the in colors. It has to be from the regular selection of colors, just because I need to have reinkers, and my reinkers of the in colors are not here yet. And for some reason, I don't have the other in color reinkers either. So, Joy, you didn't get the golden ticket. Just got your paper pumpkin today. I just got mine today, and I have it here. We're going to open it to see if I got the golden ticket. So maybe if you all didn't get it, maybe I got one. I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully one of our peeps, gets it. But there are, 200 tickets? So I don't know how many paper pumpkins there are out there, but I bet it's a lot. All right, so, Donna didn't get it. That's okay. It's all right. Maybe next time. Maybe there's something better coming. $50 golden ticket. So, I'm going to go over a little bit of things this evening. First, I want to show off the retreat. So, for those of you that were at the retreat, that's okay. You can still like, love, comment, give me everything. Oh, first, you know what? I'm going to have to say second. I have a giveaway that I need to announce the winner for, and I'm way behind because I never picked the winner. So I'm going to have to pick a winner, and I'm going to put it in the comments whenever I'm done, because I have to go back and look through them. So let me look and see what I'm giving away next Wednesday. I should have really had this planned out, but I did not. So here I'm going to grab something. This is actually something that you cannot get anymore. So this winner will receive the hand-penned Memories and More cards and envelopes. So you'll receive this next Wednesday. Just be sure to like, share, comment, love, whatever. Do all of the above. That would be great. And you could win these. You can make your own cards with them. And the envelopes are really pretty. So, share away. That'll be next week's winnings. And this past week, whenever I decide to check the winnings or the entries, this is what some lucky person will be winning. Maybe it's Donna or Joy, since, you didn't have that golden ticket in there. Maybe one of you won this. All right, so I'll let you know after the live who the winner is. I have to look that up and draw a name. Okay, so here are the make and takes that I had at my retreat. And everybody got to make one of these cards. The ribbon was included in their packet, in their little goodie bag. So were these cute little butterflies. And everybody got the full pack of paper. Right here is a stamp. So I love this set. Haven't had a chance to play with it much. It's called Tulip Fields. Didn't even get to play with this yet. This is not carrying over into the next catalog, which is sad because I love all the dies. So check out the die cuts for this. Look at this windmill. It turns. Is that not cool or what? And this little bike, it's so precious. So if this is a set that you must have, just remember that it is not carrying over into the next catalog. All right, so I'm going to put that one to the side. Here we have the butterflies again, and this is stamped on vellum to give it a little bit of a different look. Here we have, I didn't use anything from this, but we used the Tulip Punch, which did carry over. And of course, got my butterflies in there again. They're just so cute. They can go on so many different things. This one's a bit more simple. This is a new die that we have. It's a frame, and I really like it. If you see the little engraved swirlies, I like that. And check out this cute little die right here. It's the tulips, and it just makes a row of them. Here's another one. They had to fussy cut. I did hear a little bit of fussing about fussy cutting, but not much. So check it out. This guy spins. There's a little butterfly. And we also made this. This is the pinwheel. I just haven't made one of these in a long time, and I couldn't remember doing it in any of my classes, so I wanted to share that with everybody, and I just love how this turned out. And oh, Brad's also came in their goodie bag, and one of the ladies that was there was really using her brads for other things that she was making. So I was so excited to see that. So I'm going to pull out the goodie bag and show you the things that were given. You have seen pictures probably over the past couple days and throughout the weekend, and next week I'm going to be posting other things. But I gave some goodies away. So this is a towel. I stamped this, put this little decoration on there just so I could, you know, liven it up a little bit. The directions are all on here. And if you're interested in any of these, you can actually go into Gettysburg to Redding's Hardware or to Liebel's Mercantile in Gettysburg. That is where this came from. And there's all different designs. But my theme was tulips, and that's where I went. So there's that. In the bag, well, it wasn't in the bag. This was another gift. So this sits up like this. You used your towel today. Oh, great. I didn't get to use mine yet. Soon. So I made this for them. There's that little butterfly again, and the ribbon, and the paper. That was all in their packet. So it shows all my retreat buddies what you can do with that paper. Lovely paper. And inside the pen, I actually put a piece of the designer series paper in there. So I actually got that from a demonstrator who she said she kept losing her pens all the time. People would take them. So since she has put the paper in there, they haven't walked away as often. And then right in here, which I ran out, will go your sticky notepad. Goes right in here. And you just let it sit right on your desk. So I'm going to let that there. Oh, let me put this here. That way I know what I've shown and not shown. And yeah. So the other thing I made, I had fun making this. I saw a design on a card that used this paper, and I thought it was cute. This is kind of a Jill original. Got some ideas from here and there. And then to get the size, I just wrapped my piece of cardstock around it and then scored where I needed it to score. So you open it up, it's like a little matchbook, and then inside are these sticky notes, and it's a poem. This is a poem that usually I type up, and I put it inside my cards. That way the card is an actual gift for somebody. And then you put this little sticky note in there, and look, I made it tulip theme for all my girls to remember. Every time they use it, they'll remember the retreat. Maybe they'll remember me. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to remember me. Maybe they're ready to forget me after a whole weekend with me. So the other little gift was this precious little guy made with the Tulip Punch. The Tulip Punch is still available. And of course, everyone is my friend. Here you could see some friendships are just meant to be. Like I was meant to everyone in that room I was meant to be friends with. Stampin' Up! Made that possible. And I just wanted to make sure everybody knew how grateful I am for them. And that's what that is for. And that's also a different tulip stamp set. So tulips were big. But I am very grateful for all my friends that got to spend a weekend with me. So look at this. Are these not adorable? They're little Tic Tacs. This just was so cute. I just loved this. And you're going to see these at more classes in the future throughout the year. So stay tuned. Cutesy little thing there. And I had all different colors. Here's another one. They were all the in colors. I don't know if the girls noticed that, but they each had the in colors. So in their bag, as I stated before, they also got Pop Dots because they needed that for their project. And everybody needs Pop Dots. When do you not need Pop Dots? I'm digging in the bag. Ribbon. They got a whole roll of ribbon to use for other things. And they got their round and square brads. And I also made them candy. Now, this one is not tulip shaped, but I did make tulip shaped candies. And if everybody that was actually present at the retreat got a little candle holder with little tulips stuck in it. Candy tulips. So it was fun planning. Loved the retreat weekend. Can't wait to do it again. And if you're interested, it is September 8th through the 11th. And it will be at the Cashtown Inn in, I say Gettysburg, but I guess it's really Ortana-ish is what they say. To me, it's not Ortana, but if you're interested, let me know. I only have a few spots. Anybody that was at the retreat this past weekend has first dibs. So I know some rooms and some spots are claimed for September's retreat. All right, so moving on, I just want to announce again about the In Color Starter Kit. You have until the 31st. So $99, you get a free paper pumpkin. You get the In Color grid paper, the In Color ink pads, and the cardstock, the In Color Designer Series paper. So Donna, she couldn't resist. She got all this. This is $66 worth of free goodies right here. Donna has been contemplating joining the Backwoods Stampers team, and this promotion, she wasn't holding back. And I'm thankful that she finally joined because she is going to benefit so much from it, and she already has. So welcome, Donna, and what took you so long? All right, so here's the paper pumpkin. Let's get this baby opened. So next paper pumpkin that is available, I think it's called, what is it called? Crop, King of the Crop, Queen of the Crop, I don't even know. Something crop. And there's going to be a little tote bag that you can stamp on, and you can order extras if you want of those. So I'll be talking about that next Wednesday as well. Let's open this up and let's drum roll, as Joy says. Let's have a golden ticket in here. I don't know where it would be. I guess we'll just tear apart this box. Look, pick of the crop. That's what it is. It tells me right here, of course. And look what's on here. Tulips. You know, right there with it, tulips. So if you want to check out Paper Pumpkin, this is what Paper Pumpkin is about. Look at this big, happy you. You make me, can do anything just for you, to celebrate your day, to have you in my life. So I love all of those. I love the big sentiments. You know I'm a sucker for the big stamps. Let's open this up. Let's see. I bet the golden ticket would have probably been on top. So I'm not going to hold my breath, but I love the color of the paper. It looks like the, what is it? Tahitian Tide, or however you pronounce that, the new In Color. It'll take me a while. I think that's upside down. I got to put this to the side. Okay, so check this out. I haven't even looked at it yet. Here is what my Paper Pumpkin kit is going to look like. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, I can't wait to do this stamp set. I love our new in colors. And Basic Gray was the spot for this month. All right, so I say it's time to get crafty. How about you? Don't forget, I need 2 colors that kind of coordinate with each other. Start thinking about that because I'm going to need it for the second card. The second card I make. So one thing I want to have you, just so you know what we're going to be using, I'm going to pull this out. So in the new big catalog, annual catalog, is the Embossing Paste, and it comes in the matte finish and the shimmery white finish. That's on page 128. The palette knives. We're also going to be, let's see, what else are we using on here? Nothing else on this page. And we are oh, I thought I opened it up to that, but I guess I didn't. And then we're going to be using the masks, which let me find them. They're in this catalog. I think they are, aren't they in this catalog? Yes, right here. We are using on page 86 of the little catalog, Butterflies and Flowers. These are not carrying over. If you do not have them yet, just so you know, they're not carrying over. So we're going to get the supplies that we need. All right, so I'm going to be using 2 different masks tonight. This one I'm going to use first. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Back to retreat talk, okay? So at the retreat, I decided to ask anybody if they wanted to do a swap. So with swaps, you make whatever cards you want, and then we go around the room and we swap the cards. So we each leave with 6 new cards. So these are the cards that the ladies made. And then we had people vote on them. We all voted, and then anybody that walked by voted. The owners of the Cashtown Inn voted, their kids, whoever I could steal to vote, voted. So here are all the different ones. They're all pretty. Actually, I was in the mix here. My card was, and I forgot I wasn't even supposed to be in the voting process. I mean, I was allowed to vote, but I wasn't supposed to have my card in this. Sorry, guys. But it doesn't matter. I didn't win. I went there without my make and takes. Didn't even have them made yet. And this is what I did. Slapped a piece of paper down. Used a sentiment, that chunky sentiment that I love. And I think this is the set that we're using tonight as well. But I love this. Look at all these different colors on this. This is so pretty. This one opens like this. Whoops, let's bring it down. That one is so cool. And then this one, I didn't even open it. Let's open it and see. You can put a piece of paper in there and write on that. I really like that. That's pretty. I love all the details. This is really pretty. And it didn't have to be current Stampin' Up. Didn't have to be Stampin' Up at all because everybody is not there and a part of Stampin' Up. And this is Donna's. She actually won the contest. I don't know how you can choose, you know, amongst the cards. You guys did a fabulous job. Donna, of course, stamps the inside and stamps the envelope. She does not give naked envelopes. So way to go, Donna. And I am so happy that we did that card swap. I think we all enjoyed that. So the other thing I want to mention is Just Cards class is coming up the first Tuesday of the month. So I'm just putting that plug out there. If you've never been to my stamp room, you get to stamp for free. All right, so you want to see what we're making? Here we go. This is what we're making. All right. Check it out. Check out that butterfly. I can't even get it to shine. Hold on. There. Maybe you can see the shine a little bit better there. So this is the card we're making. And then we're also going to make another card with the colors that you pick. So I see Joy is first there with Pacific Point and Daffodil Delight. Let's break her out. I'm not going to use them first, but I want to get them ready. Of course, I don't need this ink, though. I'm going to have to find the reinkers, and that's going to take a second. So I'm going to do that maybe when this is drying. So what I did was took a piece of, hang on, let me get my bearings. Took a piece of the paper and I'm going to put it down. Now, I did not hold my piece down with washi tape, but I'm going to with this one just because, you know, I'm on the live and that's when things get screwed up, when you're least expecting it. So I want to hold this down. Has anybody used the embossing paste with the masks? I'd love to know. Let me know if you have used the embossing paste with the masks. All right, let's see. Am I on? Let me move this back. Okay, so what you need is your mask and then your tools. And you'll want to also have a thing of water because any tools that you use with this, you want to quickly get them into the water because they will dry and it will leave marks. This is my embossing paste silicone mat. So I have one for glue, one for embossing paste, one for stamping, and you know I get them all mixed up and use whatever I want on whichever one. So we're going to take just the regular embossing paste, okay? And I'm just gonna put, let's see, how much do I want? I'm gonna use this big one. And we're gonna be generous because I wanna have enough. We're gonna go ahead and put it right there. And now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm gonna start with the Bermuda Bay. And all you need is a drop. Sometimes another one will fall out and that's no big deal. So we're gonna put that. And you want to put the lid on this until you use it because this stuff dries. So you're just gonna mix it around. I really feel like Bob Ross, like I'm about to go on to the painting with this. So if you wanna feel like Bob Ross, you can do this too. So you just mix it up. And this is so fun, guys. He used to go, get a little roll or something like that. I don't know. Roll it on there. Okay, and we're going to just put it wherever. Okay? Just here, there, and everywhere. I'm not sure if Bob said that, but Jill's saying it. And I have a little bit still on there. I'm just gonna blob it around. And I'm keeping it kind of thin. You don't want it real thick or anything. That looks a little too thin. And I don't want to waste any of it, so I really spread it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this in my water because I'm done with that one for a little bit. I really didn't have to put it in the water. I could have used it again, I guess. And I'm gonna take another glob, probably about that much. Close it up. And then we're going to take Gorgeous Grape and again, drip. Ooh, and that's gonna probably be really dark because I dripped twice. Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. Just like the name. And if y'all said you have done this before, I cannot see your response. I tried the whole putting the computer up to be able to see your responses and it distracted me. So I decided just to look at them later. So you're gonna take this and just spread it around and you'll notice when these touch, it's a really cool effect on there. Okay, so I want to make sure not to touch all of them because I don't want them all to be multicolor, just a few select ones. Because I really want that, whatever that's called, color that we used to come through. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Love these colors. I just randomly picked them. I actually saw this specific card on another demonstrator's Instagram, and I thought, that is cool. I'm gonna do that tonight on my live, because I wasn't prepared, like, you know me, last minute Nelly. And my kid from college is home, so I hear them playing video games. So if you hear some loudness, that's actually from downstairs coming up through the floor, because they, you know, love their video games. I'm just trying to get a good bit of that off. And then I'm going to put this in the water real quick and kind of mix it around. Try to get some of that off. And it'll wash off pretty good. I'll take care of that later. Okay, and I gotta let this dry for a second. Who's on here? Ah, Missy, hello. Melissa. This live will inspire me. All right, that's what I'm here to do. Inspire, inspire, inspire. So I'm gonna pull this up. Is that just not so pretty, guys? Pretty. So I gotta get this in the water. And then I'm gonna let that dry for a second. It really does not take long to dry, but I have to go look for those colors. So what did we decide? Daffodil Delight and Pacific Point. Give me a second here. Daffodil Delight and Pacific Point. And you know, I can't see a daggone thing over here. I should turn a light on. Ugh. There. I'm trying to keep the stink bugs away. Let me see what I got. Okay, I got Pacific Point. Yep. And one of these. Neither one is Daffodil Delight. I'm trying. Daffodil Delight. I think those colors are going to look nice together if I can find it. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Don't go anywhere. Daffodil Delight. Okay, got it. So I'm going to put them off to the side. So we're done with this. And I already closed this. So a little tip with this. If you open it and you don't use it for a little while and you come back, it could be dry. And you just add some water to it and you'll be fine. Now it did come with a baggie. I am going to keep mine stored in the baggie, okay? So you can too. I don't know if it'll help anything. But it doesn't matter if it dries out because it'll be all right. This is still kind of wet. Let's do this. While we're waiting for this to dry, let's do our Daffodil Delight and Pacific Point for the next card. That way this dries because I have to use this in the die cutting machine and I want to make sure it's fully dry before I roll it through. So this is the piece we're going to use for the next card. I haven't even made this card. I have it in my head and it isn't lost yet. So let's get this done. I'm going to use this one because I already used the other one and I'm not waiting for it to dry. All right, let's see. You know what? I bet some green is going to come into play because blue and yellow together, don't they make green? And I'm going to lay this one at an angle. Let's see. Let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to get some washi tape and tape it down a little. All right, and we have this. I don't need the ink pads. Oh, guess what? I'm going to have to use this guy. This one got chewed up by my embossing machine. Don't ask. Don't ask. You know what? Let's do something different. Let's use the shimmery white on this one. Look at it shimmer. Okay, so we're going to take a glob and put it down right there. I don't know what this is gonna do. I didn't use the shimmer before, but, and this is Daffodil Delight. I put, 3 drops. I'm so excited about this because it should make some green when they mix together. And I thought, let's make it sparkle. You know, gotta make stuff sparkle. Do not confuse this with mustard. It is yellow. It's very pretty. All right, so we're gonna do the same. I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna touch it here, there, and everywhere. I gotta be careful not to pass this. I probably should have put something down there, because you know I'm gonna get a little excited. And the paper isn't as big, so I don't have to, I didn't need that much, that's for sure. I can tell you that. Gosh, we could make, I'm not gonna waste that. I'm not gonna waste that. I'm gonna make some more, hopefully. Clean this off. Let me get another tool. Let's see if I can dry it off. Clean it off a little bit. It's been a while since I've done this too. So, all right, let's get it. I don't need that much. I don't need to get crazy with it, okay? I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to you guys. I mean, I am. All right. Ooh, I can't wait. That is so pretty. Even when it's not like fully mixed and it's like lighter, it's really pretty. I still have too much on there. It's crazy. Okay, you guys are gonna have fun when you get yours out. Can't wait to see your cards. All right, so let's go across. Yep, I see the green coming. This is gonna be so pretty, Joy. So excited about these colors. A little bit in there. I really still want the yellow. It's hard to do it without getting, oh, I just covered my yellow up. Without getting it on that side. You know, I should have put a piece of paper under there. That would have been smart, right? Who thinks of that stuff? I just wanted to do a cool live. It only takes a second to mess it up. Or I could have done it on a totally different piece of paper. I still can. I can cut this if I do make a boo-boo. Right? Let's get some more. Look at how pretty that is, shimmering. Oh my goodness. So do you guys have the regular or do you have the shimmer? All right, I gotta get this. Oh, I don't want to waste that. Let's take this. I got another funky thing here. Let's get a piece of paper out. Why waste it, right? I'm gonna pull this up. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Look at the sparkle. I'm excited about that sparkle. Joy, you did good with the colors that you chose. Thank you. Okay. All right, let me make sure my hands are dry before. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I'm excited about that. I know you can tell, but I just had to say it again. So I'm gonna slide this over. I got a mess here. Let's just put this one down. Let's do this. Heck with it. Let's just try it and see what happens. I want to use this yellow. And I have some blue on here, and so what? Let's just do it. See what happens. So I remember doing something similar when I made a mermaid card we needed some like mermaid seaweed stuff, and I don't know, it couldn't be this dye because this one wasn't around, but we used this to do the seaweed on the card, and that was fun. I feel like I want to get some blue in there, but I don't want to have to pull more out. Maybe it'll just be more of a green and blue. So there, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch. There's that. And you know I'll have to make a card with this. So let's see what it looks like. Ooh, guys. Ooh, guys. Ooh, I had a bit of a mistake up here. Right there, it wasn't down enough, pushed down enough, but that's okay. I can make something out of this and cut that off, or I can just cover it up with something. All right, I lost my towel. Let me get my towel. Thank you. Yes, Joy picked out these colors. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side and I'll do something with that later. I'm running out of sides here, people. All right, so what do I have left? I have some flower. Let's do the butterfly. What do you think? Let's do the butterfly. I'm gonna fold this up. Okay, and I'm just gonna put the butterfly right here. And I'm gonna tape it down. Hopefully this won't bleed through like it did on that one. Okay, so hopefully, yep, it's still good. This is probably gonna be really yellow with the, oh, you know what? I think I just moved that, so it's probably not gonna work. You gotta be careful, and I'm trying to rush and shouldn't. No need to rush. Where are you guys gonna go? I think it's raining right now. See if I can gather up some of this green. To put in here. Think I got a boo-boo there, but that's all right. No mistake is a boo-boo. It just means that you will create something else. All right, I'm done playing with that. Let's get that put away. I just didn't want to waste all that. It just seemed very wasteful. Let me scrub this a little bit. Once it dries on there, it does, it's harder to get off, but it will come off. I haven't let it like completely dry. Yeah, I can put a sentiment over it. Another butterfly. Let's see. It's all right. We'll make it work. It's gonna be pretty. That's pretty. All right, put that on that side. And put this in the water. All right, now, I wanna wipe my hands a little bit because I don't want anything on them for the card, because we're about to do our card here. Okay. I chose a messy thing, but that's all right. Sometimes we gotta get messy. Let me get rid of this and pull another one out. All right, so let's do our card. I know that this has to be dry. And I'm just gonna cut some of this off so it doesn't have to go through the machine. all clumpy like that. Okay. So I got Mr. Embossing machine out here. So what I'm going to use, these are new. I had the thingy here, but I don't know what I did with it. It's shapes, some kind of shapes. So I like that there's all different shapes here. So for this one, I used the smallest. Did I? Yeah, so I'm going to use the next size up because I want to try it. So you will have to forgive me. This is probably going to shake. So if you don't like to be shaken, then close your eyes. So I'm just going to start over here. Maybe I'll start over here. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll just place it like that. This die set is new. Yes, it is still available. So I'm going to roll it through. I didn't need to roll it twice, but I wanted to make sure I got it all the way because I cut it a little short. Okay, so this is still a little tacky. So you have to be careful with that. I purposely cut it off like that, just so you know. All right, and I want to keep going in this direction because that's how I'm going to put it on the card. I'm only going to go through once. I need to use my new plates. I have new plates. I need to use them. There's no reason to hang on to that. Oh, guys. All right, I will have to get a new plate out. So make sure that it's dry because look what happened. We'll still be able to do the card, but I can't believe it didn't dry. Like the other ones I did dried really fast, but this one did not dry as fast. And it could be because of all the grooves in this. I don't know. And I want to be careful where I put that because I don't want any of that coming off on the good part that we already have. I think I'll just do that. Yep, it's sticking all right. And I got to figure out where I had those. So I got to keep them laying a certain way. I'm going to cut this one up here. Yeah, these dies just came out. So, of course, you know, I had to have them. I'm going to cut this one out. But I don't think I'll need it. I'll just cut it out just because I want to. How about that? And I want to make sure I'm cutting enough out. So bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and cut out a couple more. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now the next card we're not going to cut out. I actually wanted to have these cut out ahead of time because I don't want to bore anybody, but I felt like you had to see the full effect of how this card is made. Oh, that's all right. It's still good. We're losing some of our friends, but that's okay. I don't know how long I've been on here. Probably sick of hearing me. Couple more steps for this card. So that's that. We're going to put this to the side. And we should be done with that. And I'm going to pull in a piece of white cardstock. And we're going to go ahead and put this down. You should see these. They are so pretty. I love the sparkly ones. I wish I would have done the sparkle with this, but I did the sparkle on the butterfly. Just a regular card, 8.5 by 4.25. This is gonna go on here, but I'm gonna put my pieces on it first. All right, first I'm gonna stamp my sentiment because they're dropping like flies here, so I wanna make sure I get the next part done. So I have the markers here, and what I did was I took the marker and I colored the top half. You can only color your stamps with the markers. You cannot color the stamps with the blends. I mean, you can, but you don't want to because it's not gonna do you any good. And it'll just stain your stamp. So you can color on these, and we often forget that we can do this. And then I just took the Gorgeous Grape and colored this part. And you can overlap, it's no big deal. The color will be kind of faint because you're rubbing it on there and it kind of like rubs on and rubs off, if that makes sense. We're gonna go with that. Now you wanna huff on it because that's gonna bring anything that dried back to life. And I'm just gonna go for it. I can't really see a thing. So there you go. I would have liked to have had it a little bit darker, but it's all right. So I'm gonna start placing these, and I wanna keep them placed the same way that I cut them out. So they should match up, and I don't think that that's where that was. It doesn't really matter. You're not gonna tell unless you're like really looking at it. Really, really looking at it. This one might have went here, possibly. And I just kind of eyeball it. And I want to move it down because I don't want to have to do any kind of patchwork down there with just little slivers. So there you go. I had a couple extra. We're just gonna put them off to the side. I just use regular glue. We'll cut the remaining things off after we do this. Ooh, it's sticking to me. So we're just gonna glue it down, try to get this back to where it was. Which way was it? This way? This one, this way. Let me just make sure, because once it's down, you can't fix it. Yep. Okay, there it goes. That one's going down. I think I'll do this one next. Woo! So stay tuned. Come back next Wednesday. I'm going to have some important information about a couple changes that are happening with me and has nothing to do with Stampin' Up. It might have a little bit to do with Stampin' Up, but not really. It's not going to affect it or anything, but I have something new coming up. That's all I want to tell you. I'm not ready to tell the world yet, but I will soon. All right, and then you just want to cut off the excess there. Ooh, I'm a little, feel lightheaded. Now you're gonna have some glue on there, so you just want to get that off. I think it would have dried quicker if, I don't feel like all of that's off. If I wouldn't have had it so thick, probably. There. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're going to glue it down. Did I eat dinner? I did. I had dinner, probably more than I should. I even had some chocolate. Probably haven't drank enough today. I kept pretty busy at work and didn't drink much. So I wanted pearls, but I wound up using bling, which I think the bling turns out good. We're gonna put this down right there. Okay, so I already cut out the butterfly, but what I did was, all I did was take the shimmery white, spread it all over a white piece of cardstock, and then ran the butterfly through the Big Shot, or through the die cutting machine. And it's from the butterfly set that is like this, and then there's a butterfly set where they're all connected as well. And I couldn't find that. It's in my box somewhere. It wasn't in my envelope. So I'll have to find where that is. Okay. And then we're just going to tape this. I used snot dots. That's what I used. And I put it right on the big part of the butterfly. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, then you might not know this, but we got some new ducky friends, 7 of them. Hopefully they will get bigger, grow, and they'll go on our pond, because we have been duckless for a while, except for wild ones. We have had, I say wild. There was a doohickey there, but I don't know where it went. So you will need your blends for this, because your blends are what you can color. You can color things with your blends. Okay. So I'm gonna use, what do I want? Oh, that one just jumped right off of there. I'll probably find it like on my sock. Like, oh, there it is. Okay. And I'm gonna use a bigger one with that color. Bermuda Bay. And I didn't have Gorgeous Grape for some reason. Maybe they don't make it. I'll have to look. So I just picked Highland Heather because I thought that looked pretty good. Dark with the dark. Am I on? I guess I'm on camera. And you want to let them dry a little bit for sure. Don't forget, we still have this other card that we're going to finish, which it'll take a second. Let me see. Get my pick tool, and we're just going to plop it down. Just be careful, because it does take a little while for it to dry. So I'm trying not to even touch it. So there you go. There you have it. Isn't that cool? I like it. I think it's cool. I think you guys too. And we're using the stamp set Good Feelings, which is one of my new current stamp sets that, what am I trying to say? My favorite new stamp set. Let me take a drink here. Okay. So moving on, we're going to get this sparkly one out. Isn't that pretty? It is. It is pretty. And we're going to get Pacific Point and Daffodil Delight. Let's see. Do we have either one? Daffodil Delight. I'm going to use dark. Pacific Point. Let me guess. Pacific Point isn't an ink. Do we not have one? No, but I can take that out. That is. Oh, sorry. Just bumped you. Do we not have Pacific Point in blends? Joy. Oh no, we don't have Pacific Point. Sorry that you're seeing my arm there. Let's do the green color. Let's see if we can pick a green color. What do you think that green looks like? What about, that's too green. Let me see. I don't want these anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm a dork. Okay, I want this and this. If anybody's paying attention to what I'm doing, you may have noticed that I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, Lord have mercy. Help the child. Help, help, help. Okay, I don't know where my cleaner is right now. I took 3 cleaners to the retreat, but only came back with 2. So I might have to put a shout out to my friends that went to the retreat because I don't know where my other cleaner is. I've checked and unpacked everything. And that happens. All right, so this specific point is going to be like, whoo, on this card. We probably should have put the yellow. All right, next, Daffodil Delight. And if we're lucky, we'll get them mixed a little bit to where it'll make some green in there, because that would look really cool. But I don't want to mess up the marker, and I don't want to make it look like mud either, so hopefully it is showing a little bit of green, but the more I color, it'll be okay. What do you think, guys? Oh, it did it. Look at that. Yes, sweet. Love it. Love it. All right, and then I'm going to put something right here. This is just really pretty. Really pretty. What do you think, guys? I don't have any of that ready yet, but so I have this to make something with and this possibly to make something with. So I think that's it. Yeah, you want to use the markers on the stamp. That's what I am being dumb about. So I figured it out. Oh, Brenda joined us. Hey. Look, Joy, you did catch it. Okay, good. But I wasn't paying attention, and I think I have to go because I'm feeling a little ditzy. All right, guys, I'll show you the finished pieces, and I'll be sending the video link out. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I will talk to you soon.